against Jacob Palmer. Zimmerman 6'3", Palmer 6'2". And we're ready to get this one on their way. Peru in their home whites with black and gold trimming. Plymouth in their road reds with white lettering and trimming. And Coach Edison doing a little jockeying position-wise off this tip-off. And now we're set to go. The ball is tipped and it's going to be deflected. And Wendell on the ground, still going for it. Peru has it, still loose. Finally grabbed and moved up by Comerford, and then he's stripped of the ball. Davis tries to save it, but he ends up throwing it out of bounds. There goes Wendell on the ground to try to save it.
And the big guy's busted up already. Jacob Briscoe caught one in the face. And all that exchange of a wild loose ball. And he is down on the court.
The big man is down. But now he's back up.
To field goal percentages.
Well, checking into the game will be Keaton Warland. Warland, a 6-foot junior instead of Richardson. Warland is usually the first one off the bench for one of the guards of the forwards. So Eric Thompson going to go for a little different look. Peru on the offense, and they're on the right side, going left to right on your radio dial. And it's Jarius Burt. Marked up, got it into the hands of Zimmerman, the freshman. Left-hand dribble, top of the key to Warland. Warland guarded up by Randy Davis at the key. Warland picked up his dribble, gets help from Comerford now. Comerford is going to get trapped by Palmer. Great defense. Just got the pass off into Brad Smith's hand at the top. Right angle high, Warland again. The junior tried to dribble in. Looking, still outside the arc. And coming to the ball is Burt. Burt's going to try to work left wing, and now he's going to dump it back to the top, chased after by Comerford. And now Peru will set it up again. One-on-one with Wendell. Right baseline. Here comes an attempt. Nope. Changing his mind was Warland, and they kick it out to Burt.
Great patience for Peru.
Now, this is something that we talked about they're going to do. And a lead underneath on the baseline, deflected by diving Randy Davis. Out of bounds. Good job by Randy. Hustling to knock that ball away.
Just let our listeners know, you basically have 10 guards on the floor right now. Everybody is 6 foot and under and quick.
Peru inbound right to the basket here. Trying to cut in was Zimmerman, but they missed him. And now they need to get it out. They don't. 5 seconds.
Wow.
So Peru could not inbound, and that ends up being a turnover, and Plymouth will have a chance to get on the board first.
Peru had that ball for 2 minutes and didn't get a shot off.
Chad Clinton handling the basketball, averaging 9 points a game. Out to Randy Davis, who's averaging 14. Palmer now has it, averaging 6. Right back to Randy, top of the key to Jason Renz, who's averaging 8. Clinton in the left wing, left baseline, floater, up and in. Chad Clinton puts the game's first 2 points on the board for the Pilgrims. That's point number 36 on the season for him. That'll be Jarius Burt back the other way for Peru on a crossover, picked up by Clinton defensively. Now in the backdoor lead. Here's Brad Smith altering his pass. Got it underneath, though. Jason Renz a little late in getting there positionally defensively and fouls Zimmerman. So Jason Renz picks up his first. Inbound Peru. Jarius Burt has it on the right angle high outside of the arc. Lost the ball, and that's going to be out of bounds. He went up for the shot and lost the ball out of his hands, and it went out of bounds. So Jarius Burt with the second turnover tonight for Peru in their first 2 possessions.
They just cannot get a shot off, and that's something. That's what our defense does to you.
Clinton has the basketball for the Pilgrims. He'll take the right side, looking. Now he'll pick up his dribble, find Wendell, left side Palmer. Palmer gets it into Renz. Renz at the right elbow, still looking. Will now try to spin down low, gets denied there, splits a trap, gets it into the hands of Palmer again. Palmer skips it over far wing to Randy. No shot. He's going to bring it back out to the top of the key. Looked inside, kicked to Clinton on the near wing. Wendell inside to Palmer, back out Clinton. Far wing Randy, inside on the low post to Renz. Renz gets it back out to Clinton around the other side of Wendell, deflected. Wendell got to it, right around to Clinton. Clinton thought about reversing, doesn't. The ball deflected. Wendell saves in near corner, kicked it back out to the top to Clinton. We'll start it over again.
Nice 2-3 zone here by Peru.
Good long skip passes though by Plymouth. Is about ready to break it. You can just sense it. Davis penetrates, kicks it out to Clinton for 3. CC scores 5. There in the early stages as he's responsible for all the points thus far for Plymouth in this 5-0 contest.
Great patience, great seal, wide open. Chad Clinton, he buries it.
That is the 7th 3-pointer of the season for Chad. Here's a lead down low, kicked out of bounds by Palmer. And Peru will have an inbound left to the basket. Inbounding will be Brad Smith. Gets it out to Burt. Burt reverses to the far side. Gets it out to Smith. Back out to the top, handled by Zimmerman. Guarded up by Clinton. Zimmerman tried to dump it back out, does. Able to find Comerford. Spin move into the free throw line. Kick the left wing. 14-footer up. Good. As Wes Zimmerman, the freshman, gets Peru on the board. 5-2 now the score.
And he had a good look. He was open and nailed it, and that's what you got to do against Plymouth. You're not going to get many of the good looks.
Reds has the ball. Kicked it over to Davis. Skip pass on the near side. Deflected by Palmer, who inadvertently touched it. When I think he probably should have let it go by. Doesn't hurt us. We have the ball still. Davis. Left elbow to Clinton. Sets up for another three. Too hard. Off the glass. Tipped out by Rands. Saved by Window. Over far side Clinton. Couldn't get it down low. Back out Window. Down Randy. Shot fake on a three. Left elbow drive into the lane. Threw it up. Missed it. And a rebound taken by the Tigers.
Very hard to drive into the lane on a 2-3, but he got the job done. Couldn't finish.
Comerford coughed up the ball to Randy Davis, but Comerford got it back. Lobs it over left side Smith. He's able to find Burt. And now it's worked over to the right wing side. Trying to drive in, and Zimmerman again blew the way up. He was able to slide through, but couldn't finish. Here's Clinton the other way to the far side. Davis. Shot fake, kicks the top of the key. Window off a screen for three. No good. And the rebound handled by the Tigers again. The quick outlet far side. Caught there by Comerford. Puts up the short jumper and scores.
He didn't get back. You don't see that happen very often. And now they brought it to 4-5. We're only up by one.
Here's Wendell. Now to the top, Renz. Renz looking. Gets it over to Davis. Davis looking for a cutter underneath. Instead skips it across Clinton near wing. Chance still looking. Right back to the top window. Wendell will go to the right. Taken by Randy. Randy Davis. Inside to Palmer in the paint. His 7-footer air ball tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the hands of Keaton Warland. Good job by Jason Reds. Forcing Warland to last touch that.
That really has to go as a turnover against Peru because he had possession and then lost it out of bounds.
Rams will inbound for Plymouth. Finds the cutting Davis underneath and he banks it in. Randy Davis makes it 7-4 now with 3 minutes left to go here in the first. It'll be Pat Comerford. He's come on off a 9-point performance against Caston, kicking it off left wing side. Underneath to Brad Smith against a double team. Missed the shot from 4 feet. And now Plymouth grabs the rebound. Clinton outlets far corner, taken by Renz. Skips it across Davis. Here comes an NBA 3. Air ball. Rebound go to Renz on the weak side. Gets it to Palmer. Jump stop. Kicks it out to Davis on the wing. Randy skips it over to Clinton. Trying to use his screen. Doesn't happen. Skipped it right back over to Davis. Good ball to Davis. Baseline drive. Shut down. Kicked it off to the wing, and he threw it out of bounds.
Boy, thought it was deflected, but I guess not. Randy just... Don't see Randy throw him out of bounds too often, but that one just went out of bounds.
2:28 left to go here in the opening quarter. 7-4 Plymouth as the Tigers look to get back in it here. Peru has the offense into the hands of Comerford, who drives in, kicks it left wing, shot up, good. Keaton Warland. Or is that Smith?
Brad Smith.
Brad Smith hit that jumper. 7-6 now. Plymouth with a 1-point lead and 2:07 to go in the first. There's a no-look pass by Clinton, picked off by Warland. And off the Plymouth turnover, Peru looks to take the lead for the first time tonight. Lead right side to Burt. Burt, left-hand dribble with Palmer on him. Skipped it off to the far side. That's Warland dribbling in. Kicked back out by Zimmerman. Baseline drive underneath to a wide open Zimmerman for two.
Too easy.
Another blown assignment underneath, and it's 8-7 Peru for the first time tonight. They have the lead.
Coach Edison quietly watching.
Window on a left angle high. Into the paint, Renz kicked it back out. Clinton for the home run. Again off to the right, no good. Shooting a lot of shots from the outside.
That's what that 2-3 will do to you, Tony, but you got to hit them, and we have been all year, but they're a little cold right now.
Not like we're not getting the shots.
That's right.
For sure. They've been nice looks. We're just not hitting them. On the far wing, it's Brad Smith for the Tigers. Zips it over the right side, Burt. Burt looked inside, doesn't have anything. Palmer guarding him. Burt dribbles through traffic, hopped in, threw the ball away underneath, and it's deflected last touch by Peru. No, he saved it, and it's stolen away by Plymouth. Here's Randy Davis, 1 against 3, kicked it out near wing. Clinton sets up for 3. Yes! Clinton hits his second 3 of the night. And it's 10-8 Plymouth with 48 seconds to go in the first.
Chad with a lot of confidence, just missed 2 in a row and then comes down and nails that one.
We need that. Zimmerman slips and falls, copped it up to Randy. He's got a breakaway layup. And the Pilgrims open up their lead down to 12-8. With 33 seconds left, Zimmerman just flat out lost his footing.
5 unanswered points now. Let's see if Peru can get a shot off. They had some good looks so far. There's a good one.
There's a 3 on the way, and the young freshman Zimmerman strikes again. And now Plymouth leading by 1, 12-11 with 17 seconds left.
7 points for Zimmerman in the first quarter.
Randy pulls the ball the other timeline with 10 seconds left to go in the first. Chad Clinton gets to Wendell, popping out with Davis. Davis looking at the clock. He's got 4 seconds. Skipped it to Clinton. Let's go along 3 with 2. In and out. The rebound. Palmer at the buzzer. Will miss it. And that will conclude the first quarter. Good pace to this one. 12-11. Plymouth leading after 1 on AM 1050 Sports. 12-11 to score. The Pilgrims lead by 1, and they have the basketball going right to left. We'll be giving away a Bruno's Pizza here in just a moment. Clinton Byron Falstich in for the first time tonight. Gets it around. It's on a reverse to Davis near wing. Davis still looking. Will go into the paint. Palmer, or Renz rather. Renz just stopped by Briscoe, who's back out after getting injured on the tip-off. Now worked free to Davis. Davis at the top. Now on the near side, Clinton. Clinton wanting to go back to Davis. He'll have to dribble once. Now gets it into the elbow. Palmer. Far side Randy for a screen to 3. In and out. And the rebound Renz. Foul from behind. Oh, and it goes off of him out of bounds. Jason got leveled underneath and no call at all.
Great shooting by Peru in that first quarter, Tony. 71% from the floor. We were 41, which isn't that bad, but they were 71%, 5 of 7 from the floor.
And they were 1 for 1 from three-point goals.
Right, Zimmerman finished that first quarter with 7 points.
Speaking of which, he zips one over to the far corner to Smith, who's going to have Palmer all over him defensively down in the corner, trying to dribble out Warland back out to Smith near the timeline. Right now, we're just frustrated. The passing lane. Renz gets his arm in the way of a pass and deflects it out of bounds.
What happened to Peru here is, Tony, they came out with 5 guards because of the injury to the big man, and it really helped them because they matched up well with our quickness. So you got to give Peru a lot of credit. They've been patient. They've worked their offense, and they've got good shots, and they've hit them. And that's why they're still right there, 12-11.
Zimmerman sets out, and back into the game is Warland. Burt with the basketball for Peru. In low to Briscoe, backing up Renz. Still backing up. That should be offensive foul, and it is. It's called on Briscoe.
Jason Renz picks up another offensive foul. He averages about 1 to 2 offensive fouls a game. That's how good he is. Peru fans unhappy.
Drawing the offensive foul.
That's right.
So Plymouth, who leads by 1, will get the ball back. It'll be Clinton with the basketball. He'll methodically bring it across the timeline.
Still 2-3 zone.
Down to Renz. Renz far side of Randy. Back up top, Clinton. Down to Renz. Nothing underneath. Down to Falstich. To the near corner, Randy. They'll dribble out of traffic. Skip it over. Clinton, far corner for 3. It's on the way. No good. And the rebound chased after by Smith. Up the left wing he goes. To the corner. Nice spin move by Smith. They dumped it off. Back to the return pass. Deflected out of bounds. And that was last touched by Peru.
Peru had 4 turnovers in the first quarter, and that makes number 5.
12-11 with 6:18 left to go here in the second. Chad Clinton has the basketball.
Let's see Byron work his way open against this 2-3 zone for a 3-point shot.
Warland's guarding him right now, and it's Renz on the left angle out high. Right now, all perimeter passing for Plymouth until now. The right elbow to Falstich, who fumbled the ball, but able to get it back. Clinton with a beautiful pass underneath to Davis. We got the defense out high near the volleyball line, and Randy stuck underneath, and Clinton spotted him. 14-11 Plymouth.
6 points for Randy Davis.
There's Burt, top of the key, guarded up by Randy. Takes it left side. Lost the ball to Randy, who gets another steal from midcourt. Has an opportunity for the layup and gets it.
8 points for Randy.
16-11 Plymouth. Burt will bring the ball up court.
I would never want to dribble against Randy Davis. He is so quick.
Burt stopped by Plymouth. A little switching man here by Plymouth right now. Defensively leading to Briscoe. Kicked it back out. Far corner, a 3 by Brad Smith. No good. Nice rebound by the freshman Zimmerman. Shoots over Falstich, who was caught moving, and he gets called for the foul.
Zimmerman, best looking freshman we've seen, Tony. That was another great rebound. Very mature for a freshman.
Sometimes plays out of control, but we have not seen it thus far.
No.
At least that's been his MO. 5:22 left to go here in the second quarter. 16-11.
Hard to believe he could make the transition from 8th grade basketball to playing Plymouth and doing well.
Zimmerman at the free throw line hits. Zimmerman came in 50% from the line. That's only his 9th free throw attempt of the season. Back into the game, Pat Comerford.
8 points now for Zimmerman, trying for his 9th here.
Brad Smith sits for the Tigers. So here we go. The free throw is up, and that is good.
Wow, he is on tonight.
3-point lead now for the Pilgrims with 5:20 to go. Quick outlet right side on the offensive court. It's Randy Davis in the corner. Skipped to the near side. Good pass. Falstich underneath the Renz. Renz dribbles once. Nice little fake. Gets it out to Clinton. Clinton. CC is going to pull it out to Falstich. Falstich looking inside. Nothing happening. Got it over to the wing. Randy. Randy avoids the trap by skipping it across. Near court. Falstich down low to Palmer. Double teamed. And now a whistle sound. They're getting a hand in on it was Warland. And that's going to be Peru possession. So the jump ball, whistle sounds, and under 5 minutes remaining in the second. And the Tigers are within 3. On the far side, it's Warland. To Burt, sets up for 3. Got it.
He was open too. Randy didn't get there.
And that ties this ball game up at 16 all here. Here's Clinton on a nice crossover. Kicked it off to Falstich. Falstich really harped on defensively. Before he got trapped, he was able to find Clinton. Far corner, Randy sets up for 3. It's up, it's good.
Yep.
Randy Davis hits the 3, his second only of the season, which I find amazing. 19-16.
We needed that when he came through for us.
Zimmerman on the low post missed the turnaround jumper
Over
for
the back.
and Briscoe gets called for his second offensive foul for being over the back.
Briscoe now with 2 fouls. He does not match up well against Plymouth because
too much for him.
Yeah,
too quick.
We're just too quick for him.
Now if you put some pads on him and the helmet, then they have a little different story. But right now the pace is just too quick for the big boy.
Yeah, Brad Smith back in for him here, and they're back to 5 guards.
Well, and what that
to me, I think that's the best way to play Plymouth, Tony. Is
however, that means you don't have that big of a bench.
No.
You know, so if you're Plymouth, you want to tire this defense. You want to tire the starting 5 out. Renz to the near corner on the one hopper to Davis, who sets up for 3. Too long. Look to follow, then he goes down with him and Warland. The rebound comes to Burt, and here comes Peru on the run. To the right corner lead, it's Smith. Brad picks it up top, setting up for an open, and that is a shot by Comerford, missing the 3. Nice rebound by Palmer, and now Plymouth will go the other way. Clinton has the basketball with a right-handed dribble. This pass partially deflects to Palmer, kicked over Falstich for his first 3 of the night. No good, off to the left. Rebound deflected loose on the ground. Warland grabs it. And he'll give it up to Burt. He's picked up really by Randy, but Burt will dribble it across the timeline nonetheless. Burt goes left wing side on the offense. Goes to the baseline, kicked it underneath, backing up Zimmerman, turns, fires over Davis. Easy bucket for the freshman. 19-18 now the score. Plymouth up by 1.
Boy, a very patient Peru team, totally different than what we've seen the last 3 years.
Davis has the ball top of the key. Again, Peru giving the 2-3 look. We hit the middle with Palmer. Kicked it out to the wing, Clinton. Now, Clinton thought about penetrating, can't do it. Finds Randy. Randy's going to stutter step against a double team. Skips it over near wing, Falstich. Wins his screen for Falstich's 3. Good.
That's what we need. We need to bury a couple threes against this zone.
Key was Jason got that nice solid screen. 22-18 Plymouth. Peru with the basketball, right corner. This is Zimmerman, guarded up by Palmer, spins away from him, brings it to the top. Palmer really getting physical on him, no foul. Warland sets up 14-footer by Smith, no good, and Falstich called for the foul as he was late coming out to defend the shot.
That'll be a 2-shot foul. Peru hanging right in there, doing a fine job. Jeremy Ren's going to come in now, spell Randy Davis.
2:30 left to go here in the second quarter. And coming into the game for the first time for the Tigers will be Zach Haas, the 5'11 senior. So here we go. I have my roster numbers down wrong, Ray, because they gave me a wrong roster. But the basketball worked around to the right side. It's handled by Burt. Burt guarded up by Falstich. Burt crosses on him, blows by him, and then runs into a wall, and Palmer, great defense as Burt lost the basketball. Palmer was Johnny on the spot right there, Ray.
Again, it's just, you got to stay under control if you're going to play against Plymouth, because he was just a hair out of control there, Tony, and bam, that's when we get you.
So that turnover by the Tigers give Plymouth the basketball, who has the lead at 22-18.
7 turnovers now for Peru.
2 minutes left to go in the second quarter in a fast-paced game. Clinton on the left wing side. Renz around Falstich. Outside the perimeter. Back out to Renz. Shot fake on a 3. Kicks it far corner. Clinton. He'll skip it across the false stitch. No shot. Back out to the other corner on the other side of Clinton for a three. In and out, and a rebound. Grabbed there and then lost out of bounds. Oh, last touch by Palmer apparently. Comerford had the ball and lost it right in front of us. I mean, right in front of us. And somehow the officials said that it was touched by Palmer. It was behind Comerford. There's no way Palmer would have been able to touch that.
I couldn't believe that one. But anyway, moving on.
It'll be Peru with the basketball. Wow.
That was horrible.
And Smith to the right side, Burt. He saved it. Now he's going to take it to the free throw line. Trying to throw it, and it got deflected off the Tigers. And Zimmerman apparently was the last one to touch it.
Yeah, that's too bad. Zimmerman was wide open for a bounce pass. He tried to throw it over the top, and Plymouth right there. They deflected, then it goes off Zimmerman out of bounds. Turnover, Peru, number 8.
22-18, a minute 10 to go in the second. This is Clinton with the basketball, getting it around the false stitch, left angle high. CC. Now over to Renz, right corner, draws a trap in the corner, tries to step through it. Jump ball call, and credit Zimmerman, the freshman, for getting his hands in on it, as he was the help on that trap.
He's a nice-looking Plymouth-type player. Got down low there and tied up Jason Renz. That's hard to do.
Renz, though, will inbound because the possession now stays with Plymouth. Renz's pass, though, deflected by Zimmerman out of bounds. So it will now be an inbounds in front of the Peru bench on the far sideline. Gets it into Clinton.
Spreading this out, Tony. I think we're going to go
under 1 minute left to go here in the second quarter. 22-18 Plymouth. Peru trying to trap in the corners. Falstich has it out high left angle. Now to Renz. Back out to Clinton. Now to Renz. Shot fake three. Keeps the ball for Falstich, who lost it, but he saved it before it went out of bounds. Good hustle by Falstich. The ball deflects to Clinton. Underneath to Palmer. Up for two. Oh, he missed it. Tipped around. Grabbed back by Palmer. And he lost it on the way up. And it's out of bounds on Palmer.
Palmer having a rough night. He just needs to relax. Oh, now
the other official saying Peru player, yep. Plymouth gets the basketball.
That's not a good.
I'm not sure I agree with that call.
Well, the Tiger, you know, when you're working together and he was right there making a call, you just got to live with it. If you're Plymouth, the official shouldn't have changed it, but he did.
Palmer has the inbound, so let's see if Plymouth can take advantage of it. And now we'll go the other way on an offensive foul on Jeremy Renz.
Jeremy Renz
moving screen. So Peru will get the basketball back.
Well, this should be.
He had a feeling that call was coming. He had a feeling that call was coming.
Anyway, Peru has the same ball he should have had, I think is what Tony's trying to say.
On the left wing side, Smith.
Full court
over to the right wing side. Now in the front court, this is Zimmerman trying to create some space. Double teamed, and Jeremy Renz came over and deflected it out of bounds. Good work by the young sophomore, Jeremy Renz. It forces an inbounds for Peru right in front of their student body on the near side, far corner.
We've done a nice job, Tony, on Zimmerman the last 2 minutes.
Zimmerman has the inbounds right side, outside of the arc, lost the ball, gets it back around. Haas with 2 seconds left, a long three off the rim, and it gets deflected out of bounds. So it came to Comerford for the three, but he couldn't finish. And we are at halftime. Country Auto Center.
As we mentioned, 4 of 14 from three-point land for 28%. 4 points off turnovers for Plymouth. No points off turnovers. Points off turnovers for Plymouth, 14, excuse me. So we're ahead in that category, 14-4.
Peru going right to left on the radio down to begin this third quarter, and going up strong is Joe Briscoe, and he is called for an offensive foul as once again he just went rumbling and stumbling in there. And the big man puts up another foul because that was offensive.
This one, Chad Clinton draws this one instead of Jason, but it's the same exact thing. He is just trying to power his way in there, and we're not going to let him do that.
Jared Wendell to the top, Clinton. Now to Davis on the right side. Around the left angle high, Wendell again. Back to the top, Clinton. But Briscoe really shoving Renz underneath in a horrible pass.
Chad
Clinton don't know where he was going to.
That's our 4th turnover of the game, but only 4, Tony, so that's another nice stat, as they had 9 in the first half and we only had 4.
22-18 still the score, and Peru will have a chance to cut into this deficit of theirs. It will be Comerford to bring the ball up the right wing side. Guarded up by Davis.
Wow,
Gets right by him and scores. Well, Randy looked like he was just, I don't know if that ankle, just taking it easy with that ankle or what, but I mean, he just got right around Randy and turned the corner for the baseline layup easily.
And Palmer should have came and didn't come, so he got to the basket, something you don't see very often.
Davis at the top. Lob underneath for Window on the screen. Shot. Big score.
Jared nails the three. Nice play. That was a set play.
24-20 with under 7 to go here in the third. On the top of the key, it's Burt. Jarius underneath to Comerford, and he lost the ball. Got it back as it hit a Plymouth player. And then he gets the return from a teammate out of the corner. He'll dribble. And a reach-in foul by Palmer stops the clock at 6:38.
Palmer picks up his first. Jacob.
Byron Falstich will come back in for Plymouth. Jared Wendell will take his seat.
That's Jacob's second, I apologize.
So it'll be an inbound here for Peru. And it's going to be handled by Comerford. Lobbed it down low. Smith takes on Palmer. Bank shot short. Rebound Falstich.
Great defense by Palmer. Saved us a basket there.
It'll be Clinton across the timeline. Ooh, might have had away from the palm there. Left side Davis. And he tries to penetrate, still tries, dips it out to the right wing for Clinton. His three missed, tipped back up, almost went in by Reds. Loose ball, still in the court. Clinton deflected it, but Warland grabs it, and here comes Peru on the run. That's going to be Burt, near side, popping a 14-footer on the baseline and missing Comerford. And the rebound's going to be yanked by Palmer as he goes down with Smith. And a jump ball call.
That's Arrow Plymouth. But that ball bounced on the rim about 4 times, would not go in. Plymouth gets the ball back.
I had faith it wasn't going to fall there. It'll be Palmer as he will get it off to Chad Clinton 2 minutes into this third. 24-20 in favor of Plymouth. This is Davis down to Clinton, left side Falstich. Byron back to the top, Clinton to the right side, Randy. Randy dancing with it in the right corner, top of the key. Clinton left side Falstich. Right now, perimeter passing for the Pilgrims on a reverse left corner. Davis spots for three. Got it!
Randy.
Second three of the night, 27-20 Plymouth.
7-point lead.
This is Comerford, bringing it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble, needs some help. Who's going to come out? He has to call a timeout because he had nobody coming to the basketball. So a 30-second timeout taken here by Peru. We'll take a 30-second break and come back along with them. 27-20 Plymouth.
Out, and Byron penetrated there and kicked it back out to Randy for a nice hooking three.
All right, on the inbound, Smith looks to get it into Comerford, and Chad Clinton rather good hustle.
Boy,
knocks it out of bounds.
Randy's picked up and Chad's picked up their defense, and not Palmer's really playing some solid defense inside tonight.
Here we go with the inbound, far side Brad Smith. Will he find somebody? Yes. It'll be taken by Zimmerman, zips it over to Comerford. Comerford looking, still nothing happening. Gets it over to Smith now in the paint. Haas kicks it over to Zimmerman, right low block, turns, fires. They forced him on a fadeaway, and his shot goes short, and the rebound deflected out of bounds last touch by the Tigers.
And Zimmerman tried to go against a double team from Plymouth with lower body defense. He's just not strong enough to do that yet.
And there Thompson saying that's a foul. Well, E.T., sorry, but that's his good hard defense. Clinton to the right side, Randy. Palmer. Clinton looking. Now he's going to have to go to the left side of Falstich. Didn't want to, but now Falstich threw one underneath. Tight roping the sideline and saving it as Randy Davis kicked it out to Ribs, who gets bumped. Double team. Now Palmer left low block. Back out high, Falstich to Clinton, right angle, high. Down on the Palmer, lost the ball. It's loose on the ground, goes out of bounds, last touched by Peru.
Nice pass by Chad to get Palmer open underneath for layup, but then he lost the ball.
Jason will inbound right of the basket. Lobbed it for Davis. Got deflected, but right to Falstich on the left wing. Skips it clear across to Clinton on the other side. And they'll work it around Palmer. Left corner Davis. Here comes an NBA three. No good. And we got a foul called. And this is Zimmerman, who bowled over Falstich, who was trying to set a screen.
The foul is going to go against Peru. No shot. Plymouth ball out of bounds. Trying to blow through the screen, as Tony described.
It'll be Palmer inbounding right in front of the Plymouth bench. And it's a long skip pass to the right side, grabbed by Falstich on the right wing. Outside the arc, trying to go inside, but they're not allowing it. Peru forcing the ball back out, handled by Renz to Clinton, left side Falstich. Ball stitch down to the top. Clinton tried to dribble in, traveled. Turnover by CC and the Pilgrims.
Number 5 for Plymouth. Again, it's easy to get frustrated against this zone because you just can't seem to get a flow going.
Let's give away a Bruno's Pizza. One topping 16-inch pizza from our good friends at Bruno's. As Palmer gets his steal off a turnover and Randy Davis finishes. 29-20 Plymouth. And we'll take caller number 9 at 9364096. That's caller 9 at 9364096. There's a rebound miss by Peru as they had a couple of opportunities and they blew it. Randy Davis goes up court and a blocking foul will be called on Zimmerman. So good luck to call number 9 at 9364096 for the Bruno's Pizza.
Still out of bounds side Plymouth, but we stretch this lead now, finally comfortable, more comfortable than 9 points with some great defense and some timely shooting.
Clinton has the basketball off the inbounds. He's running the point. They'll try to go into the block. He forced a bad pass, but it deflects the Falstich to a wide open Randy left wing. He's going to dart into the left elbow, bring it back out top of the key to Falstich, far corner. He sets up for the home run, and he hits the rim. The rebound deflects out of bounds. Last touched by Peru.
Jason Wren's keeping the ball alive.
Thompson screaming foul on Plymouth, but
it's tough playing Plymouth, let me tell you.
Wren's with the inbounding. And he looked for the lob, it wasn't there, so now he's going to find Randy on an outlet. He'll dribble it out to the top. Now to Clinton. CC fake going inside, gets it back to Davis on the reverse. Now Randy will skip it to the right corner, Clinton. Back up top to Jason. 2 pumps, kicks it over to Davis. Davis, nice spin move in the lane, floats one off the glass, line drive it, missed it, and the rebound. Oh, Clinton just committed highway robbery, stealing that one out of the hands of Burt. And Plymouth gets the basketball back. Now Clinton back with a quick little touch pass, low block, Rins underneath the Palmer for 2. Good passing there in the paint by the Pilgrims. It's an 11-point lead now, 31-20.
And now with that 11-point lead, if we want to, we can force them out of the zone.
Zimmerman kicks it out. Here's Smith. Right back to Zimmerman. 14-footer from the baseline. Good. Comerford gets the bucket off a nice Zimmerman assist. 31-22. Clinton over to Davis. Plymouth running the offense, going left to right on your radio dial. Renz on a shot fake right elbow. Protects the ball. He's going to kick it out to the left wing. Davis open for 3. In and out. The rebound. Tipped out by Renz. Over to Clinton for 3. That's no good. Renz another offensive rebound. Kicked it out for Falstich. Skipped over to Davis. Left baseline drive. Forced it to the wing. Renz shot fake 3. Now to the top. Clinton worked over to Randy. Wow, that was just pure effort on Jason Renz's part to keep this alive. Falstich at the top of the key. Zips it over to Davis, an NBA 3. Bingo!
Randy's getting that ball rotation down. He's getting lift off those feet too now.
Yes. Great point, Larry. You can see it. 34-22. A 12-point lead for Plymouth. Burt denied the left baseline for Peru. We lost the inside pass. We'll kick it out instead. Smith looking to get it out to Comerford. His drive in the paint. Kicked it out to Zimmerman. Open from 10 feet out, and he hits.
We kept him to 4 in this quarter, but he hits when he shoots.
Peru trails by 10 now. Plymouth basketball. Renz to Clinton on the right angle high. Trying to find Palmer down low. Nothing happening. Now to Falstich. Byron tried to feed it in underneath. It got kicked by Burt, stopping the clock at a minute 7. All right, Scottaroo, who is our Bruno's Pizza winner? All right, maybe we don't have a Bruno's Pizza winner. 107 left to go here in the third.
Sorry about that, Tony.
Are you there, man?
Hey, I'm trying to cut up some highlights, my friend.
The restroom light's on, I think.
Can't you hear the restroom dinger going? No, Betsy Barron is our
All right, Betsy, nice job. All right, Wendell gets to the right elbow. Clinton, all behind the back dribble. Is going to keep it, kick it off to the right side. Wendell, right corner. Wren spots up for 3. Off the rim, and the rebound. Falstich saves it. Dodges one hit. Now he's going to skip it around the rims. Nice save. In midair, one arms it to Wendell. Clinton to Falstich. Skip near side Wendell. Back up top, Clinton. Boy, what ball movement here by the Plymouth Pilgrims. Fostich for three. Off the rim, no good. Tipped around. Zimmerman grabs Comerford to handle. And he's fouled from behind by Wendell. 27 seconds left here in the third.
Oh boy, we had the ball a long time there, Tony, and kept getting tip-outs, and rebounds, and offensive rebounds. And that's the only thing that's hurt Peru here is, and you can see they're starting to get a little tired.
Peru will inbound as Brad Smith needs to find somebody. There it is, Zimmerman. They'll bring it across the line, marked up by Jason Renz. Picked up his dribble, did Zimmerman. Gets it off to Wolford. He'll go to the right side. Zimmerman again. Now the lead to Smith at the top of the key. He's going to get trapped. Coughed up the ball. But right back to the big guy, Richardson, and he gets fouled.
Byron fouls. It's his third with 4 seconds left. And it put Richardson at the line to shoot too. Matt Richardson.
A 6'4" junior. He too is a football player. I know John Barron would be very impressed with this big guy. Yes. He's getting ready to shoot a couple free throws. Whoosh. Made that look easy.
Nothing but net.
There's one. 34-25 Plymouth.
Only 7 points in this quarter for the Peru Tigers.
Again, another quarter where we've kept the opponent into single digits, at least so far.
4 seconds left.
Randy Davis is going to check back in here. Jeremy Renz will be the one checking out. Here comes the second free throw by Richardson. That one rolls out, rebound Fostich. Outlets far side through behind Clinton. Great catch with 1 second left, floated it up, and he hits the top of the backboard. No good. We have completed 3 quarters of basketball. 125 Plymouth. And we will take call number 10 at 936-4096. That's call number 10 at 936-4096.
Well, nice quarter for Plymouth again as we held them to 7 points. We held them to 7 points in the second quarter. And Randy gets the rebound. He's on the break. Tony, take over.
And it's a wide open Renz in the transition, but he didn't go for the bucket.
He pulls it out.
Oh, behind the back. Look, the Fostich in and out with his three. Renz going after it again, gets knocked down. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers.
Great hustle by Jason Renz.
Well, they got to give it to Jason anyway.
Yeah,
because
he deserved it for the hustle. He got knocked by 3 players and lost the ball out of bounds, but they give it to us anyway. And timeout.
Yeah, that timeout.
I missed 2 calls.
To score. We'll find out who our Bruno's Pizza winner is in just a moment. Playback on their way. Davis to Jason Renz. Shot fake 3 on the left wing. Top of the key, Randy. He's going to reverse it back to Fostich on the left angle high. Right hand dribble. Back to Randy. Top. He thought about darting in. Now we'll dart in. Kick it out left wing. Renz for 3. Got it. Jason Renz with a 3-pointer. His 4th of the season.
And again, that's penetration by Randy, then kick out. That's a great way to beat a 2-3 zone.
37-25 in favor of Plymouth. And now Plymouth applying the pressure. Man defense right now. Handling it is Burt. Davis able to get a hand in and knock it out of bounds. There's a certain scrappiness with this Plymouth team this year that has just been a lot of fun to watch, at least in the first 4 games.
Well, you can't measure Tony's quick hands. I think everybody out there is good quick hands.
Off the inbound, Richardson grabs it, but he's on the timeline and he needed help. He got it from Comerford. Comerford marked up by Fostich, kicks it off to Burt. Back up top it goes. Handled it by Brad Smith. Now we're free to Zimmerman. Back to the top, setting up Smith for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. Randy had the ball knocked away. Right back to Comerford. Free throw line jumper missed. Rebound Smith, a long hook, no good. And a rebound deflects to the far side. Saved again by Peru. 3rd time's a charm, they say. Burt drives, lays it in.
Yeah, nice drive by Burt. Good possession by Peru.
37-27 with 6:20 to go here in the 4th.
You can see Jack talking over there to Michael. They had 3 offensive tips there and rebounds. Too many chances.
Renz with the basketball. JR will get it off to the left wing side. Fostich now to Randy Davis.
Thought we were going to just stretch this thing out, but now they've dropped it back to 10.
Wendell to Renz to Fostich. Right angle high. Looking. Skipped it over left side. Wendell for 3. And no arc. and didn't get the bounce either as it hit the top of the backboard. Dead ball with 5:52 left to go in the fourth. Tiger basketball.
Those are good looks. I mean, I thought for Jared, that's a great look. That shot goes down so far this year 50% of the time.
Across the timeline, Comerford. Far corner, Burt. Got it up by Wendell. Comerford looking. Now he's going to have to force it out, and Wendell got too much contact with him out high.
14 foul, out of bounds side.
Eric Thompson screaming at Richardson. Richardson getting yelled at for failing to set out a screen out high for Burt so he can break free.
Richardson's on the bench. Jacob Briscoe in, the big man, struggled all night to see if he can do something here in the last part of the fourth quarter.
He's got a plugged nose to prevent any further bleeding. He gets the inbound. The big man hauls it off to Burt. Charius picked up by Jeremy Renz out high. Kicks it near wing, Zimmerman. Down low. Now back to the top. Smith, a three on the way. Got the rainbow, missed it. Rebound, Wendell. Long outlet. Randy beats everybody up court. Lays it up and in.
Nice pass, nice finish. Who made that pass, Tony?
That was Wendell.
Wendell, nice pass.
Yes, picked up by Jeremy Renz out high.
39-27 the score with 5:10 to go here in the fourth. There's some of the highlights that we're going to get in the postgame here in a little bit. There's Smith from an off balance three, far corner.
We just can't get rid of them. They just keep hanging.
Isaiah Thomas, when he was with the Hoosiers, making that clutch shot.
9-point lead.
Wow. 39-30. Tigers won't go away here. Ball stitch into the paint. Davis forced out. Now he's going to go baseline with a kick to Wendell around Jason Renz. Jeremy, his brother, back out to Jason. Wendell pops out. He'll play the point. Now around right side, ball stitch.
Well, I think if I'm Jack, I'm thinking here pretty soon. I'm just going to get my guards in there. I'm going to make them come out of this zone.
Ball stitch skips it around far side, taken by Renz. Now free to Randy. Randy still looking, kicked it out far wing, Renz again. JR to the top, Randy around Fallstitch. He's guarded up by Zimmerman. Fallstitch, top of the key, Wendell. To the corner, Randy, shot fake three. Dribbles to the left elbow, pulls it back out, over to Jason. Down to 3:55 to go in the game. Wendell out of the corner to Renz. Looking for a skip pass, not open yet. Now Jeremy finds Fallstitch right angle high. Now to the inside of Renz. It's one to Randy. Baseline kick. Back out from Fallstitch to Wendell. Top of the key for three. In and out. Rebound tipped out by Fallstitch. Who gets called for over the back.
Byron picked up his fourth. That was a tough one. That was pretty close to just good hustle.
Close but no cigar in this case. Stopping the clock at 3:36 left here in the fourth and only a 9-point lead.
Right, Plymouth comes away with no points in that possession, and now with a three-pointer they can cut it to 6. But you see now we've gone to all guards, total guard-oriented players on the floor right now, and we're going to see we're going to put pressure on them right now.
We're going to give them a 1-2-2 look here, or 1-2-1 look. There's a three on the way. Good by Zimmerman, the freshman.
Big clutch shot there.
39-33 as Peru broke the press rather handily. Randy Davis back in offense. Over to Clinton. Now inside the paint, Palmer. Kicked it to the wing, Randy. Well, we passed up some shots in the paint tonight, haven't we?
We have. We're trying to go inside out. But, I tell you, it's great quickness on Peru's part. They're getting out on the three-point shooters.
Renz to the far corner, Randy. Randy skipped past to Jason Renz. Shot fake three. He's swarmed on the ball, so he's got to dump it off. Quick out to Palmer, right corner. Back out to Jason Renz.
Randy wants the ball.
Left corner. He's going to get doubled.
Nice.
They're switching on it now. Randy sees an opening, lays it up, missed it. The rebound.
Power
taken by Briscoe, who lost the ball out of bounds. Plymouth ball.
Briscoe, power rebounds, doesn't get his elbows out, loses it out of bounds. Tough night for Briscoe. That was a huge possession. Yeah, that was a huge possession. They stopped Randy and had the ball.
So it'll be an inbound for Plymouth. Renz to the far corner, Clinton. Out of the elbow. Palmer hands off Randy. Doesn't take the three. Randy looking. Gets a far corner, Clinton.
Great patience by Plymouth.
Jason Renz. Marked up by Briscoe out high. Briscoe body him. Renz still couldn't get around him. Clinton out high. The bird on him. Gets to Randy. He sets up for three. Short. Rebound. Tipped around. There's Jeremy Ribs.
Yeah.
The smallest player in the court. A cut in by Randy. Couldn't get it to roll either. Loose ball. Briscoe had it stripped, but he tipped out by Randy.
Randy gets to reach
Stops the clock at 2:03.
Briscoe had the ball stripped again. Well, when you get the rebound, get those elbows out and pivot. That's what I taught. Man, you cannot.
You're a big guy.
You cannot rebound, leave the ball, lay out there for the little quick guards to take it from you. Tigers ball.
6-point lead now for Plymouth with 2 minutes left. This is way too close for my liking. Burt with the basketball for Peru. Guarded up by Clinton. Burt screens it over. Randy Davis read it well and deflected it out of bounds. There was a lead for the cutting Zimmerman, but Randy saw it and deflected it out of bounds. There we go at the inbound for the Tigers. Caught on the inlet. Zimmerman fumbled it. And an offensive foul on Zimmerman. And guess who took it for the team? Jason Renz.
Picks up his second, gives us a huge possession. And now we can really work the clock with 1:45 left.
39-33 Plymouth.
And Jason goes over to Coach Edison. Edison says spread it out. So you're going to see a spread offense now. Going to force him into man-to-man. They'll probably go man-to-man anyway right away.
Right. Well, they're going to press right now. And they get it to Randy. He's going to go right to the court with a dribble. Split two. Now pull it out. Down to 1:38 left. To Randy. Right corner denied out of the baseline. Randy now picks up his dribble. There's his safety, Renz. Now to Clinton left wing. Now over to Palmer. To Jeremy Renz. To Jason Renz. Couldn't backdoor on a Randy cut. Finds Palmer out high instead. Down to minute 18. Palmer with a beautiful look to Randy. Oh, but he couldn't finish. And the rebound to the Tigers. Look out.
See if they go to Zimmerman here for a three.
Down to a minute 10. Peru, far corner. This is Warland. He's a three-point threat, so you got to keep an eye on him. So is this kid, Comerford. Crossover, right elbow, kicked it out. Here's a three by Smith. That's good. Got it. He's the other three-point threat. And Coach Thompson calls a timeout with 53 seconds left in the fourth, and it is now 39-36. Plymouth's lead has now been chopped down. Yes, we will. Again, they're going to apply the full-court press.
Man-to-man, so as soon as Randy gets it, everybody should clear out.
And Palmer will find Clinton, the outlet. He dribbles by Burt. He's going to pull it to the right wing side, and he gets fouled with 48 seconds left, and that'll put our 75% free throw shooter to the line.
That's only 5 team fouls.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right.
They realized that they were down on the team fouls, so they got to foul a couple times here to get us to the line. That's why they fouled quickly.
My bad, with 48 seconds left. It'll be Plymouth to inbound. Yep. Palmer.
2 more fouls probably here.
And a foul instantly before it's even inbounded.
That's a hold.
Yep.
Smart. That's smart basketball because no clock. Clock.
Tell you what, Coach Thompson's got this Peru program in the right direction.
Yes, it's the best by far I've seen.
He has got them in the right direction. Inbound Plymouth again. Palmer will grab with Davis. With Smith guarding him. Davis protecting the basketball with 42 seconds left. Fouled by Bird out high.
And
so Randy will go to the free throw line where he comes in at 88% on the season.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing to have, an 88% free throw shooter at the line. He's not been at the line tonight.
He comes in 7 of 8 on the season.
21 points on the night so far for Randy. He can make it 23 here with 2 good free throws and make me feel a lot better.
All right.
Offensive rebounders, our defensive rebound substitution here for Peru as they bring the big man in, Jacob Palmer on Briscoe.
Randy, a right-handed shooter. Lets it go. Got it.
Bang down and went in. Nice free throw.
40-36.
22 points for Randy.
23 sure sounds nice. Let's see if the young man can do it. Olean Jr. came into the night with 56 points, missed it. Peru grabs the rebound, and they got to get up the court. They got 37 seconds to try to get 4 points.
2-possession game thanks to hitting the first one.
Yep. Here's Comerford, drives baseline, they let him have it.
Wow. No help defense.
So now it's 26 seconds left, and the outlet finds Palmer. Over to Clinton, left wing side, fouled by Burt. That stops the clock at 20 seconds.
2-point game. How does he get all the way to the basket without somebody not taking a charge there?
Well, you wonder though, I don't know. Maybe I'm just stretching here, but on that baseline drive, if you give it to him, I think maybe we're more confident in our ability to stretch out and handle the basketball to kill more time off and play defense.
Right. Chad,
that's just it's just a guess. I do not know. But Clinton goes to the free throw line because normally we don't see open layups like that. And Clinton hits a big free throw for the Pilgrims. 41-38 now.
Well, no one's had more starts than Chad Clinton and Randy Davis and Jason Rins, and they show it here in the fourth quarter.
Coming off an 11-point performance against Tempe Valley. C with another big free throw.
That's what experienced veterans do for you.
42-38, Plymouth back to a 4-point lead, a 2-possession game here for the Tigers. There's a fake three by Zimmerman, kicked out Smith, shot fake. Here's Comerford, a long two, good. With 10 seconds left and a timeout called by Coach Thompson with 9 seconds left. 42-40.
No quitting this team, wow.
Some great inside-out basketball by those Tigers to Randy Davis when Randy was a freshman. No quit, comes at you, and makes smart plays. Rand's inbounds. Davis has it right back to Rand's over to Palmer. 5 seconds. On Crosser in the front court with 4, 3, 2. The whistle sounds with 2 seconds left as a foul is called.
We are so quick that we did not allow them to foul us. We just kept passing the ball. They could not catch up to us, and they finally catch up to us. There was only 2 seconds left.
Really, those look like wide receiver patterns that we ran up the court. That Peru was just scrambling to try to keep up.
Spread the floor out and pass. Jarius Burt, nice game, fouls out. That was his 5th foul. He finishes with 7 points.
Briscoe's going to come back in for the Tigers.
Tigers need a miss because we're still in the 1-and-1. They need a miss and a long court pass, so they got to get a couple guys back. Yeah.
Haas checks out, and back in is Comerford.
Yeah, they got Jeremy Rins making sure that he's the deepest man back.
Here we go. The free throw is good by Chad Clinton. It's a 3-point game now for Plymouth at 43-40, and Coach Thompson calls another timeout. Join us tomorrow, Ray. Chad Clinton at the free throw line hits the free throw, and it's a 4-point lead for Plymouth with 2 seconds left in the ballgame.
They've stretched this all the way, but we come away with a victory after a hard battle.
They'll let go of the three-pointer at the buzzer, and Zimmerman hits the rim, but out it goes, and the Pilgrims come away with a victory